Hey, welcome back. Excuse me. Glad to see you all here. It's been another aggressive day at the tour. It's been a rough one to get a break started. And some people not in the break weren't happy with not being in the break. So been a hard chase going on almost since the break getting established. And that took a long time. Now, got a little bit of a conversation going on about who's just come across. The other thing that's been going on today, there's been a lot of words being exchanged. I don't think anybody's really particularly annoyed. There's just a lot of talking going on. Right now, it's Julian Alaphilippe here, and Matthew Trentin, who rides for UAE, who has the guy in second place, but kind of blew up and looks like he's going to stay in second place. This race was really close until 2 days ago. Really blew up in 2 days ago. It actually got the chinks started to appear in the armor. It got the day before in the time trial. At the stage I thought he might even take over the yellow jersey. He actually ended up losing more time. Or losing time, I should say. So with their leader out, with limited chance of, well, there's no chance he can make back up. It's 7 minutes he's behind now. Others on his team are a little freer to try to get something for themselves, like Trentin is. But I think this conversation, what's just happened is they went through the sprit point, and that generated a little gap with the Jasper Philipsen getting off the front and deciding to keep going, which is not uncommon. And it seems this is about, do you see who's just come across to us? We're in trouble now. Because when your breakaway is joined by the guy who's already won 4 stages and is an incredible sprinter because he's already won 4 stages, that would certainly indicate that he is good. I usually like to get the riders in first, and then lay in the scenery, the environment in which they're riding. And today they're calling it a flat stage, although it has tougher climbs than the one yesterday that they called hilly. So that's all the ink work I want to do. So now I'll start laying in the color again, starting with the yellows and working my way forward. Now, Alaphilippe is a former champion, and so where's the rainbow stripes on his collar and on his sleeve, and he was 2 years in a row. But the current world champion on the road isn't in this year's tour. There were a lot of champions, national champions and the European champion. Trentin is a former European champion in the race this year, but not the world champion in either the time trial or the road. Okay, currently remember who the time trial champion is. So moving through and laying in the flesh tones, and this is my normal pattern. Also, by doing this, it kind of helps me figure out where people are. So, Jack Haig, who rides with Beret Merida, gold is one of their accent colors. I think they've got one of the prettiest cars in the tour, since it's a nice metallic gold paint job. But what other color would a Arabian team choose, right? Actually, UAE is also a team. United Arab Emirates, clearly. Another Arabian sponsored team. Sorry, just looking through, making sure I got all of the red. So we'll shift on to the blues. And I'm going to have to come back in here and add Alaphilippe's goatee. So noticing earlier that with the EF, Magnus Cort has always had a very distinctive mustache. Has worn the handlebar mustache, appropriate for a bike racer, right? So, but now almost the entire team wears a mustache. It's a little harder to pick them out. Both I and Phil Liggett were convinced earlier that a guy attacking the peloton for EF was Magnus Cort because of the mustache, but no, it was Bettiol, who now also wears a mustache. And I've done the same thing with, oh shoot, I'm not going to think of his name right now. James Shaw, who had gone in a move earlier, helping out Nielsen Palace. And I thought it was Magnus Court. So they got to get their facial hair in order for us, those of us trying to document the tour. So this is one of the Jumbo Visma riders. You have the race leader. So this teammate of first place, teammate of second place, and third place. They have riders in second and third. And yet somehow they're not the team lead. So there's many competitions in the tour. And there's also, not only the yellow jersey, the white jersey for best young rider, which Tadej, who is in second place, is the leader in that and has been the leader in the green jersey. Pretty much every day he's raced in the tour. Basically, the only time he doesn't wear the green jersey is the first stage of the tour, because none of the leaders' jerseys are worn. Used to be the winner from the year before had the option to wear the yellow jersey on the first day. At least that was the case in Lance Armstrong's era. But he only took advantage of that one time. I think this feeling is, I want to wear it. I want to have it in each tour when I earn it. Because that first one, well, yeah, you earned it last year, but you didn't necessarily earn it this year. It took Vingegaard a while to get into the yellow jersey this year. I think stage 4. And at that point, he did it without winning a stage. So, try to decide which way I want to go first here. I think I'll go ahead and hit the blacks first. And then, as I said, Trentin is a former European champion, so that's why he has these blue and blue stripes. If you're familiar with the European Union flag, it's a blue flag with a circle of yellow stars. So this is a band of 2 tones of blue that then has yellow stars through it. And then the rainbow jersey bands are like the Olympic flag. It's the same group of colors: green, yellow, black, red, and blue. And like the Olympics, containing all the colors that appear that every color that's in that rainbow is also in every flag that competes. So, for example, the US is red, white, and blue, and there's red and blue, as is the French, the Dutch. There's a lot of countries with that. There's 4 colors. Canada is red and white. Eritrea is green, red, and yellow. So they all appear in one form or another. So I gotta make a little more black just to intensify. Got just a little too watery, so I want to come back and hit the sleeve again just to pop it a little more, and the shorts. So that's another way to get, not only is it amount of pigment and water, that combination, but also, since the color is translucent, if you let it dry a bit and put more color on, you get a deeper color, a deeper saturative color. And then also, Alaphilippe's kits shorts are a very dark blue. So once I had that black made, then I can get that dark blue done as well. And if I let that be a little more watery, the steel of this gate under the do not enter sign, I get that color as well. And so all that's left to do is lay in these trees in the background, and to remind you that all of my cycling art is available for sale. You can find it over at the blog, theartofcycling.blogspot.com, and while you're there, you will also find direct links to the website where you can purchase each painting covered in the blog. So, for example, this painting being called "Do You See Who Is Coming?" You go to the blog post that contains this painting, there'll be a link directly to the website where you can purchase this painting. In a couple of cases, there's also paintings that either I deemed were popular or were popular, and those you can get digital prints of as well. Now we just have to do this trees further in the distance. So that's a combination of darker green and blue, the atmosphere perspective. You see more blue, which is literally more water vapor in the air as things get further and further away. So, obviously I would enjoy it if you'd leave a comment. Tell me what you think of the paintings and of the tour thus far. And if you're not already a subscriber, it would be lovely if you would go ahead and subscribe. Because once the racing is over, I will go back to sharing the process of some of my other artworks. And then, but before, as soon as the men's race ends, the women's race starts. So of course I'll be showing that work as well as that unfolds next week. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you gained a little insight into the tour and watercolors, and that you'll come back soon. Thanks.